Let me up, Cruz. Mentality Monday. What's going on, people? Good evening. 8 o'clock Monday. The mentality is still the same. Foundational results. Get to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button. Make a comment. Let's get there at Foundational Results YouTube. That's the journey. That's the journey. For anybody who's concerned, want to see where foundational results, that's the journey. So get with us and let's go ahead and grow together. It's good to be back. I'm feeling real good. Got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things are happening. But the first thing I want to do is I want to be grateful on Mentality Monday. It's really about, can you be grateful for what you already have? The first one right here with that PV, my niece and nephew, that starts it out right there. That's right there. As always, family and the love and seeing the youth, watching them grow, because you always got to come back to yourself. Then we go over to the far right. After Prairie View was completed, we did the University of Texas at Arlington. And, there's other things that go on over there, but you can see students. I believe in having a library. I believe in keeping up. And things that come along with the timeline of your life, those are things that you look at. And then the last phase at Lamar, and went there to specialize in becoming a leader. And leaders are really, to be honest with you, they're born and they can be created. It depends on if you're listening. And listening is something that you just are not naturally born with. You work at every day. For example, it's 3 phases that I had to go through. For me, being an entrepreneur mindset, I honestly felt like college wasn't that wasn't really what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to go to college, just to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I taught school, worked for a manufacturing engineering plant, just to give you a little bit of my background. So there's a few things I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I liked money at a young age, but I had to learn how to value money. I knew I liked it, but I just had to know how to value it. So these books over here, you know what I'm saying? If you look, my favorite book over here is Dummies for Economics, Economics for Dummies, Geometry for Dummies. Those are 2 subjects that people probably don't care for. Real good one. Oh, this is a good book. This guy right here. Okay, Mr. Reginald Lewis. Why should white guys have all the fun? How Reginald Lewis created a $1 billion business empire. This is a guy from Chicago back during the Great Depression era who went to school, started off at a school out Maryland Eastern Shore. My grandfather went. Ended up leaving there, went to Chicago schools for graduate work, and I believe also did some work over at Harvard. So, his book is done well, and, to be honest with you, it's just giving you some insight. I got a treat for you guys. I know we talked about the phases. Let me go look through the phases. I want to come back to that. So these represent 3 things. You can look at it as you have what you consider, you have a setback, stalemate, and then you have a progression stage. You have the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. You have past, present, future. There's a lot of things. Things to me happen in 3 phases in your life. Watch the phases that things take place in your life. When you look at that trilogy, that unification for me was, okay, understanding the vision of, okay, there were some things I had to be disciplined about. I had to wait my time to get where I'm going to get. And you're going to watch that journey with me. I haven't said anything but that when you're trying to grow, you have to understand what direction you're trying to grow into. You just don't grow and say, I want to get better. I want to do this, and all of a sudden it doesn't happen. Foundational results, by the way. You know what I mean? I enjoy educating. I enjoy letting you know. If you get over here, we got a little world map, kind of giving you a deal, always keeping the country in perspective. Think local before you think global, but also, have an understanding. Got a treat for you. I said it earlier. Rockets right now, they're not looking good. I don't know what's going on. But let's come over here, though. I'm going to turn on that light. Now, here we have African cichlids. I got 4 African cichlids. This is my big dog right here. You know what I mean? Haven't really given them a name. Y'all can name them. Drop me a comment in the comment. Let me name the fish. The turtles have names. Let me tell you where they came from. Y'all always see me posting. Right here, if you look at it, you have to look at their claws, their back feet. their back feet and their tails. See, their tails are very thick. So you know that these right here are two males. Right here. Red ear slider turtles. They have thick tails. And then the back of their feet are not very wide. If you look at the female, she has wider feet. They're longer and her claws. But her front claws are very short. Whereas the guy's front claws are very long. That's how you can tell the turtle as far as the anatomy of the turtle. Right? So I got 2 males and 1 female. I know we need to flip it and add 2 females and 1 male. That would be better for reproduction. I just threw that in, no charge. I mean, we are human. Now, if you look at the cichlids, obviously they're bigger in size. Right here, we're working on a project right now. Actually, I'm working on a project where they do need to be in a bigger space. This is about a 150-gallon aquarium. They need to be in something about 500 or 600 gallons. And so, you know, yes, they can have babies. They do hibernate underwater, all those things. Now, I'll take you guys through those stages to watch how turtles, very interesting creatures, to watch how they communicate, even though they submerge themselves in water. The cichlids, obviously they haven't been eaten, so you know that they're an aggressive fish. This is an interaction of an ecosystem in here, so you can kind of see. But let me give you the names. Let me come back to the names. So this right here, this is Drop. And Drop was about that small with a black spot on his back. And me and my former science students, we took care of this turtle. We raised him. We measured him. We kept up with the observation of it. He is the most aggressive turtle in the tank, basically just because Squirtle, a female turtle, was the one he grew up with. And she beat him up all the time. I know, like in middle school where girls beat up guys. I know. Now, if you look at this one over here, this is a red ear slider. His name is Ike. Rest in peace, Ike Smith. Adam Smith and Lucky Smith, younger brother, went to church at St. Andrews back in the day. Shout out. Much love to the family. For real. You know what I'm saying? And then the female, her name is Shira. She's a Mississippi map slider turtle. Yeah. She's real cool. Check it out. We're going to show you how they work. Let's get up. Let's get up. Let's get up. Huh? Let's get up. Let's get up. Come on. Come here. Come here. Let's get up. Now, you're going to see the fish. These are African cichlid food right here. These are pellets. They love them. They love them. Now, you see how they eat. They eat in hierarchy. So they watch and see. The larger one decides the area they want to eat, and they kind of move around. Now, since the turtles are all about the same size, you'll see that they'll eat their food more collectively like puppies would that don't know each other. Same type of situation. You know, they like to eat in separate areas. The tank does get dirty. Got 2 filters. It's time to clean it, you know. Yeah, a lot of work. So, yeah, this community right here, this is something every day you can look at. If you want an aquarium in your house, you can reach out and talk to me, Foundational Results. You know, again, we love science. We love nature. We love living. But, you know, part of that is, yeah, you got to make sure you give them enough space, enough water so they can kind of move around into. Check it out. I got one more thing. I want y'all to check it out. Today, special edition, Foundational Results, FDR, lifestyling, hashtag however you want to see it. We come back down. Don't show them the number because they have to be serious. Joel L. Wilkerson, Foundational Results at YouTube is where you can find me. Public speaker, any event, get with me. You want to book something, an event for me to come speak, any topic. Mental health is a big thing for us. We want to improve on our mental health. We want to improve on our lifestyle, how we do things every day. We want to show what true entrepreneurship looks like. We want to build those foundations. We want to talk to, you know, anybody who has an open mindset and wants to grow. And so there's a way to do it. That's one thing that I've learned. I went and talked about it in the 3 phases earlier. Remember, I brought up those phases, that you do things in 3 phases. We're going to talk about that on the